What am I doing? Is that weird? Was I being weird? Okay guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome back to vlog number 7. We are getting there. Only 3 more to go, then I'm not going to do the finger thing anymore. We're going to make it to number 10 and onward. So today is the day that maybe a lot of you have been waiting for. I know I've said it in my last vlogs about doing a car tour, but as you know, I've been in Cheddar Gorge over the last couple of days and doing a shoot there. So the priority was kind of getting that all done, and time just kind of ran away, and I wanted to do this car tour like properly and dedicate some time to it and actually talk you through the spec of it and kind of why we made the decision to go for this car and yeah, show you it properly. So let's get into that. That is going to be the focus of this video. But first of all, we need to get in it so I can show you the car. I know you guys would have seen, obviously, the outside in the other videos, but I'm going to give you a proper rundown. So let's get outside and check it out. Okay, so I thought, before I actually show you the rundown of the car, obviously we've been in Cheddar Gorge for the last couple of days, so it's got very dirty. Let's give it a clean, and then we're going to show you after. And it's finally time. The car is clean, so I'm going to take you through it. So the model of the car is a Land Rover Discovery Sport 2015, 187 brake horsepower, turbo diesel injection engine, 2.2 litre. So let's go and have a little look at it. Let's get closer inside. I'm going to show you the spec of it and kind of what we went for. So we actually bought this second hand. It hadn't done very many miles. We got it from a Land Rover dealership nearby us. But the guy or the lady that had it before us really did a good job with speccing it out, and that's one of the main things that kind of attracted us to it. So we've got the black pack on it, so it means you get the black wheels. You've also got the black grille here, the black Discovery on the front here, the black kind of inserts here, black wing mirrors that you've got, and then you've also got kind of the black panels here, tinted back windows, tinted further back windows, tinted back window on the boot window here, which is really good because obviously the boot for us is really the dog space. You guys know that we obviously have 2 dogs. That was one of the reasons for getting a bigger car. So the fact that it's got tinted windows obviously in the summer is really, really good to keep the heat out. Yeah, and then you've obviously got the black pack that's kind of covered on the Discovery badge here. And I think that's it for the black pack. But yeah, we went, I don't know what the actual color code is, but it's a very dark green. A lot of people actually think it's black. You guys obviously know that we've been shooting with the roof rack over the last couple of days. This is the Front Runner Slimline 2. I love this roof rack. It is so well made and sturdy, and the aim is to get a rooftop tent on there as well, because Alexia and I are aiming to take this car and drive it to Iceland this year in the summer, but I will tell you more about that later in this video and later in other videos. But that is the plan, to take this guy to Iceland, so via Norway, via the Faroe Islands, and then on to Iceland, which is going to be a very, very exciting trip. We're going to get the rooftop tent for that, hopefully. But anyway, let's jump in the car and I can talk you through some of the stuff in the car. Oh, hey there. Sorry, you just caught me having a little nap. No, I'm only kidding. This is the dog's domain, this is the boot. This is one of the main reasons why we got a bigger car, just because we have got the 2 dogs, so we've kind of kitted this out for them. There are actually 2 spare seats in the back as well to make it a 7-seater, but I think we're going to rarely use those. Got a little cushion for them and like a protective cover just to cover it so they're not scratching up and get all their hairs everywhere. We've also got a kind of a dog grate here so they can't get through to the back seats, and keeps them nice and safe in the boot there. But yeah, let's move on to the back of the car. Okay, so moving into the back of the car. So we've got 3 seats. We've got this little guy that comes down, cup holders obviously, and then like I said, they spec'd out really nicely before us. So we've got USB points in the back here, which is very good for people in the back, so they can charge their phones, iPads, whatever. Pretty standard. The good thing about these is that they move forward and backwards, so you can actually kind of choose how far back and increase or decrease the legroom of the back here. So hopefully it's a comfortable ride for people that are riding in the back. Also, we have got the panoramic roof, which I was kind of really set on having because I think it really opens up the car, and it's nice. It gives you a different perspective of kind of the places that you go to, because often, say if you're driving through cities or whatever, you kind of are trying to look out the window and you don't actually get scale of buildings and stuff. So through here looks really wicked, so I love that. Yeah, let's go into the front. Okay, moving on to the business seat, the driving seat. Really, really nice to drive this car. That was one of the main selling points for me. It's really smooth, and it just was an absolute pleasure to drive. Like, like I said, we're going to be doing a lot of road trips in this car, so for it to kind of like be good on the road and kind of imagine driving long distances in it was a really, really big thing for us. And it definitely covers that. We've done a trip to Geneva in it, we've done a bunch of other trips around the UK in it, and it's just eaten up the motorway, so it's been really, really comfortable to drive. Okay, let's talk through the kind of the dash and stuff, what we got going on. We did actually, which I haven't touched on, one of the things for me about the interior was this almond interior. I've always had cars that have been black leather or just black suede or fabric and stuff, just because I've always avoided kind of lighter coloured leather, just because it is a bit more maintenance. Now I've got it, I absolutely love it, and I think that any other cars that I would get would potentially have this interior. It just feels different, it kind of brightens up the whole space. And actually, you know, like I said, we've kind of had road trips in this, and the leather's been treated and it's performing really well. Like, there's been no scratches, or hasn't been a hassle to keep it clean. So very, very happy with that. And then we just got, you know, 2 cup holders, another USB charger in here, USB charger in here. We've also got, I'm actually going to turn it on. So one thing I really like, it's a keyless system. So you've got the start stop engine button here, turns the car on, and then you've got this kind of main media console here, which is really, really nice. We've got like the ability to connect Bluetooth, audio, telephone. It's got a built-in sat nav as well, which is cool. I actually still use Google Maps. That's why I've got this phone holder here, just because I think Google Maps is pretty damn good as a GPS. You've got climate control, you know, all the standard stuff that you'd get in a normal car, basically. So one thing I wanted to talk through in this video is that I didn't want it to just be like a kind of, hey, check out my car, it's a showy kind of thing. Alex and I have saved up for this car. We, you know, did a lot of research, and it was a big deal for us to buy a new car. We wanted it to tick a lot of boxes. Things like, you know, doing road trips in it. Can we imagine like driving around Europe in it and doing big expeditions in it? For it to be comfortable to drive, for Alexia to be happy to drive it, for it to account for the dogs, for it to account for people in the back and give them space to kind of come on road trips with us and stuff like that. So yeah, it wasn't just like a flippant, oh, let's get that car. Like, we tested this car and a bunch of other cars in this category, and this definitely came out on top in terms of price and the amount of car that you get for your money. So Land Rover did a very, very good job of creating the Discovery Sport. And also, you know, I'm a massive fan of Land Rover, and I think they make really good products. It's nice to, you know, have a car where everything is built in the UK and it's British made. So that was definitely a kind of drawing point for me as well. I think that is kind of everything. Oh, the one thing it does have a sport mode, and it has the paddle shift, which is quite fun when I'm driving on my own. Another one of the pulling points for this car as well is that it does actually have different 4x4 modes. So it has, you know, like when it's icy and snowy, it has like dirt tracks, it has proper kind of like actual all-terrain off-roading. So it's something that I need to play with and kind of have a go with, and actually we can do hopefully some pretty good off-roading. Once we get the winter tyres on there, it'll be pretty capable. So yeah, hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. I've probably missed a bunch of stuff. I'm not a car reviewer, but I thought I'd just take you around the car. So yeah, you will be seeing a lot more adventures in this car, a lot more kind of expeditions. Like I said, we are planning to drive to Iceland, and we've got other trips kind of planned with it. So it was a car that could, you know, facilitate our travels and adventures and stuff like that. So we're very happy with it. Yeah, get used to seeing it. It's going to be in videos, it's going to be in Instagrams. Yeah. So one thing that Alex and I actually haven't come up with yet is the name for the car. We haven't even thrown around ideas yet. So let me know in the comments what you think we should call the Land Rover Discovery Sport, and maybe something green related, I don't know. Let me know in the comments below what you think we should call the car. More adventures in this guy. Okay guys, so I thought of a really cool idea to do with these vlogs. Let's go and have a little chat. What I thought would be a cool idea is if we incorporate into these vlogs a question of the day. So if you leave me a question in the comments, the following day I'm gonna actually answer it. So I'm gonna go through my comments now from yesterday's video, and we're gonna pick one, and then I'm gonna answer it and go through it and chat about it. I thought we could do that on the daily. I thought that'd be fun because then I get to read out your comments, and yeah, we can kind of get to know each other a little bit more. Okay, before I get started, I've just been informed by my wife that this was her idea and she did it in Vlogtober, so I may have got it from her. I didn't know that I got it from her, but we're going to roll with it anyway. She said that I'm allowed to do it. So let's go to the comments of the last vlog. So dedicated to the vlog with the title. I'm going to find a comment that we can go through and we can read out and we can chat about. So I found a really good comment from the user Miles of Colour. So Miles says, loving the vlog, Steve. Thank you very much. Would love a vlogging tips video of some sort. I've considered going daily before, but the task seems very daunting. Now, I'm definitely not the best person to give advice on going daily. This is probably the most consistent I've been with this channel and uploading and stuff like that. But I thought what would be cool, and what Miles, I think his name's Miles of Colour, has said is tips on vlogging. Now, I'm definitely up for that. So I'm going to run down maybe just 3 kind of top tips, and maybe I could do a video kind of solely on this. But number 1 would be just actually get out there and film. That is the most important thing. You can think about it and talk about it and want to do something for days and months and years, and time will just fly by, and you would have wished that you've done it yesterday and the month before and the year before. So I just think that it's about getting out there, actually filming. You know, your first videos, my first videos, even now I'm still learning. You know, they weren't exactly amazing, but I actually look back on them and I see them as progress. So I think the most important thing when it comes to vlogging, the number 1 thing, is actually just getting out there and making videos. Point number 2, which I think is equally as important, is don't worry about other people around you. Like, don't worry about people that are looking at you. Like, if they don't know, they don't know. And most people have, you know, they are kind of coming around to terms of a vlogger and what that is now, but most people will look at you weird, because at the end of the day, it is weird. You are holding a camera up, talking to a camera, and what they don't see is the connection that you have with an audience. So obviously when I talk about stuff and I'm excited and I kind of want to share that with you guys, they don't see that. So don't worry about them. It's just being confident enough to hold up your camera and be like, this is where I am, or this is what I'm doing, and not being fazed by whether you've got people staring at you. It is hard, but it gets easier. I still definitely struggle with it when I'm not feeling confident on some days, but getting over it, I think, is one of the most important things about vlogging, because then, you know, you have no worries about actually filming and getting out there and not caring what people think. So number 1 is just getting out and film. Number 2 is just not caring about what people look at you like or think, just kind of, yeah, getting on with it basically. They're kind of connected, those two, I think. So number 3. Now, number 3, I think it is really, really important, and it is pick a topic of whether it's vlogging, whether it's daily vlogs, whether it's beauty, whether it's fashion, whether it's tech, whether it's gaming. Pick a genre that you love, because at the end of the day, if you're wanting to make these videos, there's a lot of work that goes into it. So pick a topic that you actually really, really enjoy and that you're passionate about. I've always tried to kind of follow that ruling, because, you know, at the end of the day, if you are doing it full time and, you know, you want to kind of, well, the aim is to be doing it full time, or, you know, you're doing it in your spare time as a hobby, you have to enjoy that stuff. Like, I still absolutely love making videos. Obviously, there are ups and downs with anything that you do, but, you know, fundamentally, the kind of genre that I've picked, like whether it's just kind of taking you around, you know, me taking photos, going on adventures, you know, talking about style, talking about lifestyle, coffee, all that stuff, that's the stuff that I really, really love. So I think that is, again, a very, very important topic, very, very important point for vlogging, is picking a genre that you absolutely love, and equally kind of on that is kind of setting your style. So, you know, look at other people and what they're doing, but, you know, I wouldn't just go copy and paste. Definitely draw inspiration from your favourite vloggers and your favourite kind of filmmakers and make it your own. So they are my 3 tips for today, and that is the one question that I've answered today. So tomorrow we're going to do the same, the next day we're going to do the same. So leave me a comment with things that you want me to answer, and we'll do question of the day. So those 3 points. Number 1 is, I've actually forgotten what I said. Making sure that you're getting out and you're filming regularly. Whether it's terrible, whether you don't like it, just keep putting in the hours and cutting videos together, because you'll get better and better. That the more practice, the more videos you put out, the better you will get and the easier that it will get. Number 2 is, don't worry about people around you. Don't worry about people staring at you. People are going to stare. Just kind of go with a who cares attitude and get out there and vlog, and just, you know, don't worry about other people around you. Number 3 is picking your style and, you know, making sure that you love the topic that you are talking about and the videos that you're making that you're passionate about. So they're my 3 tips for vlogging. But like I said, I might actually do like a proper video on this, because I think it's a bigger topic. That was just a kind of quick rundown of what I think. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I like this idea, this question time. I'm sorry, Alexia, if I did steal it from you, but thank you for letting me roll with it.
You're welcome.
But yeah, so question time is going to be a thing in these vlogs. So leave me a comment on this vlog, letting me know a question that you want me to answer, and we'll do one question a day for question time with Steve. And maybe we can even get Alexia to join for this as well. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video and you enjoyed the car tour. Cannot wait for loads more adventures to come in that vehicle. Also, we need to think of a name, so let me know in the comments below what you think we should call it. So if you have enjoyed this video, you guys know what to do. Give it a thumbs up and turn on post notifications so you don't miss these uploads. Yes, guys, we are doing it. We are cracking it out. I will see you tomorrow for another video. Bye, guys.